Healthy morning, students. Already we have started chapter number 10. So that chapter will proceed today. 10.3 Number of tangents from a point on a circle. To get an idea of the number of tangents from a point on a circle, let us perform the following activity. Draw a circle on a paper, take a point P inside it. Can you draw a tangent to the circle through the point? You will find that all the lines through this point intersect the circle in 2 points. So it is not possible to draw any tangent to a circle through a point inside it. Next, take a point P on the circle and draw tangent through this point. You have already observed that there is only one tangent to the circle at such a point. Finally, take a point P outside the circle and try to draw tangents to the circle from this point. What do you observe? You will find that you can draw exactly 2 tangents to the circle through this point. Listen, so here we are discussing about from single point how many tangents we can draw. So we can consider 3 conditions. In first condition, we can take a point inside the circle. Now let us try to draw a tangent. If I try to draw a tangent, it will become secant. So the point which is inside the circle, from that point you cannot draw any tangent because it will become secant. If I take a point on the circle, then we know very well that we have studied from one point on a circle we can draw one and only one tangent. Now let me take one point outside the circle. So this is the exterior point of the circle. Let us check it out how many tangents we can draw. So from exterior point we can draw 2 tangent to the circle. है ना? So remember one thing, the point which is interior of the circle we cannot draw any tangent. The point which is on the circle, through it we can draw only one tangent. The point which is exterior of the circle, from it we can draw 2 tangents. Okay? The length of the segment of the tangent from the external point P and the point of contact with the circle is called the length of the tangent from the P to the circle. See here, this PT1 is called length of the tangent. This PT2 is called length of the tangent. So what is called length of the tangent? From exterior point to point of contact on the circle is called length of the tangent. So now what do you think about PT1 and PT2? How this PT1 length and PT2 length can be? From the figure observe. Yeah, from the figure it's clear that both lengths are equal. That means what? A tangent drawn from the exterior point of the circle are congruent. यानी एक्सटीरियर पॉइंट में से अगर आप टेंजेंट ड्रॉ करते हो तो दोनों टेंजेंट्स की लेंथ कैसी होगी? इक्वल. Note that in figure 10.6 number 3, PT1 and PT2 are the length of the tangent from P to the circle. So same thing is explained over here. No need to read again. So this is theorem 10.2. Again it's not part of your course. Just you have to remember the statement. The length of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Same, the thing that I had explained. So this is the exterior point. From this exterior point P, we have drawn 2 tangent PQ and PR. So length of this both tangent will be equal. Tangent drawn from the exterior point of the circle are congruent. Okay. So here 10.2, after 10.2 theorem, remark. The theorem can also be proved by using the Pythagoras theorem as follows. So it's not part of your course. Just leave it. Not also that OPQ, angle OPQ equals to angle OPR. Therefore, OP is the angle bisector of QPR and the center lies on the bisector of the angle between the two tangents. So let me explain this topic. Okay. P Q R center O perpendicular. Now let us understand this remark. Important, no? It will help you to solve sums. Not also that angle OPQ equals to angle OPR. Angle OPQ, that means this angle, equals to this angle. These both angles are equal. Note that also that angle OPQ equals to angle OPR. Therefore, OP is angle bisector of QPR. This OP is angle bisector. You know very well. Bisector, by that means two sector, that means equal half. जो कोई भी चीज को दो इक्वल हाफ में डिवाइड करता है उसको बाइसेक्टर कहते हैं. तो ये जो एंगल P है पूरा, सॉरी, ये जो एंगल P है पूरा, ठीक है, ये दो पार्ट में डिवाइड हो रहा है, ठीक है, और ये दोनों पार्ट कैसे हैं? इक्वल. अब ये दो इक्वल पार्ट में डिवाइड कौन कर रहा है? OP. सो OP इज कॉल्ड एंगल बाइसेक्टर ऑफ एंगल QPR. ओके. नाउ exercise 10.2. Let us solve exercise 10.2. Here it is the first question. From a point Q, the length of the tangent to a circle is 24 and the distance of Q from the center is 25. The radius of the circle is dash. Let us solve this first. From a point Q, the length of the tangent to a circle is 24. Okay. This is center. Let us give name to this center as O, Q. From a point Q, the length of the tangent to a circle is 24. So from Q, this tangent I have drawn, tangent PQ, so its length is 24 centimeter, and the distance of Q from the center is 25. So Q is 25 and we want radius, that means we want OP. We want OP. We know very well that radius always form perpendicular to the tangent. OP we want. Simple, here we can apply Pythagoras. In right angle triangle OPQ according to Pythagoras theorem. So when we apply Pythagoras, always write first square of hypotenuse side, and hypotenuse is a side opposite to right angle. P is right angle, P को hide करो, कौन सी side दिख रही? OQ. So OQ is the hypotenuse. So OQ square equal to other two sides are OP square and PQ square. Now listen, OQ is 25. OP we want, which is radius. So R square. PQ is 24 square. 25 square. 625 equals to R square plus 24 square, 576. Now I will shift 576 toward left hand side. I will get 625 minus 576 equal to R square. So R square will be 49. If I want to remove square from the R, what I have to do? I must have to do root of 49. So I will get 7 centimeter. So radius of the circle is 7 centimeter. Go through it. Clear? Let us solve next one. Here it is. Next question is question number 2. So option A is our answer. Okay? Now we will solve second one. In figure 10.11, we are having figure over here. In figure 10.11, if TP and TQ are two tangents, TP and TQ are two tangents to a circle with center O, so that POQ 110, POQ 110 given, then PTQ is equal to dash. PTQ, we want this. PTQ. Okay? We want PTQ. Now, see, it's very easy. First of all, tell me that angle P will be how much? Angle P will be how much? Obviously 90 degree according to theorem 10.1. Radius is always perpendicular to the tangent. And now tell me angle Q will be how much? It will also will be 90 degree. Again same thing. Radius is always perpendicular to the tangent. So whole OPTQ is what? Whole OPTQ is quadrilateral. And sum of 4 angle in quadrilateral is how much? 360 degree. So here in quadrilateral OPTQ, angle O, how will you represent angle O? POQ, angle POQ plus, how will you represent P? OPT, how will you represent T? OTQ, how will you represent Q? OQT equals to 360 degree. Here write reason in the bracket. Angle sum property of quadrilateral. Now angle POQ we are having 110 degree. OPT 90 degree. OTQ, that means center angle T, we want. And OQT, center alphabet Q, 90 degree equals to 360 degree. Add these all the numbers. 90 plus 90, 180. 180 plus 110, 290. 290 plus angle OTQ equals to 360 degree. So angle OTQ will be 360 minus 290. It will be 70 degree. Clear? Which is our answer. Go through it. Okay. Now we'll solve next sum. Question number 3. OTQ is 70. So which option will be correct? B. Okay. Second solved. Number 3. If a tangent PA and PB from a point P to a circle with center O are inclined to each other at angle 80 degree, then angle POA is equals to this. So let us draw the figure first. Let me draw the circle. Tangent PA and PB. Two tangent we have PA and PB. So which will be exterior point? जो common alphabet है वो obvious है P. So P A PB. Okay. From a point P to the circle with center O are inclined to each other at angle 80 degree. उसका मतलब क्या कि पी ए एंड पी बी इंक्लाइंड ईच अदर एट एंगल 80 डिग्री, यानी पी ए और पी बी जो दो टेंजेंट है दे आर मेकिंग एंगल ऑफ 80 डिग्री. देन पी ओ ए दिस एंगल वी वांट, एंगल पी ओ ए. ओके, लेट अस सॉल्व. ओके, here I am drawing figure again. So two tangents we are having. Here it is point P. A PA and PB, two tangents are there. PA and PB. Okay. This is center of the circle. Let us take it O. Radius. And join this OP. And this whole angle is 80 degree. And I want POA, this angle. Okay. So first of all, what we'll do? We'll prove two triangle OAP and OBP to be congruent. We'll prove this both triangle to be congruent. Let us prove. But before that, we know very well, according to theorem 10.1, radius is always perpendicular to the tangent. So let us prove in triangle OAP and triangle OBP. See, to prove any two triangle to be congruent, we are having 4 rules that you have studied in 9th standard, which are SAS, ASA, SSS and RHS. Check it out, which rule can be applied over here. Whenever two sides are equal, then we can apply SAS. जैसे P and PB equal. Let me clear कि RHS going to be applied. RHS, ठीक है? Let us apply RHS. First R. Then we will write right angle. In triangle OAP, which angle is right angle? A. So it will be written as OAP equals to in triangle OBP, which one is right angle? OBP. OBP. How these both angles are equal? They are according to theorem 10.1. Reason you have to mention, you know very well. According to RHS, next should be hypotenuse. तो हाइपोटेनस ऑफ बोथ ट्राइंगल शुड बी इक्वल. अब ओ ए पी में हाइपोटेनस कौन से चेक करो. हाइपोटेनस मतलब साइड अपोजिट टू राइट एंगल. ओ ए पी में राइट एंगल ए को हाइड करो तो कौन सी साइड दिख रही है आपको? ओ पी. ओबीपी में राइट एंगल बी है, बी को हाइड करो कौन सी आपको हाइपोटेनस दिख रही है? ओपी. सो बोथ आर हैविंग कॉमन हाइपोटेनस साइड, सो ऑब्वियसली इट विल बी इक्वल. सो रीजन विल बी common side. Okay, common side. And RHS S. Now this both triangle should have one more side to be equal. एक और साइड दोनों की इक्वल होनी चाहिए और एक साइड दोनों की इक्वल होनी चाहिए और एक. तो कौन सी होगी? चेक करो. रेडियस OAP में OA and in OBP OB. Radii of the circle. So here we have proved that triangle OAP is congruent to triangle OBP according to RHS. Okay. Now, but the question is what we want to find out. OPOA ये एंगल हमें फाइंड करना है. इतना सारा कर तो दिया लेकिन करना क्या है अभी? See here in remark after theorem 10.2 we have understood कि this OP is a bisector. यानी वो एंगल P को इक्वल हाफ में डिवाइड करता है. एंगल P को इक्वल हाफ में डिवाइड करता है. तो एंगल P इक्वल हाफ में डिवाइड होगा तो हर एक पार्ट कितना होगा? ये पार्ट कितने का होगा और ये पार्ट कितने का होगा? ऑब्वियसली दोनों कितना होगा? 40-40. कितना होगा? 40-40 है ना. सो हियर एंगल OPA इक्वल्स टू हाफ ऑफ एंगल 80 degree which is APB. So how can we write this? OP bisect angle APB. Simple. So angle OPA will be how much? 40 degree. Now check it out. In triangle OAP we are having angle A 90, angle P 40 and we want O. So simple, we can apply angle sum property. In triangle OAP, name of angle O, POA, angle POA plus name of angle A, OAP, name of angle P, OPA equal to 180 degree. What reason you going to write over here? Angle sum property. Don't forget to write reason of angle sum property. POA we want plus OAP 90, OPA 40 equals to 180. So angle POA plus 90 plus 40, 130 is equal to 180. So if I shift this 130 towards right hand side, I will get POA equals to 180 minus 130, 50 degree. So angle POA will be how much? 50 degree. Clear? Go through it. Clear? So let us end this lecture over here. Bye. Have a nice and safe day.